UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is set to announce new measures to tackle grooming gangs. The gangs are accused of child exploitation in the UK. Well, Sunak says political correctness will not get in the way of a crackdown, signalling the inefficiency of police to get hold of grooming gangs belonging from Asia and black communities, as authorities fear the possibility of being labelled a racist. Well, the new grooming gang task force will be set up with specialist officers. The unit will be supported by the National Crime Agency to help local forces and offering the use of ethnicity data to assist police investigations. Earlier, the UK Home Secretary pointed out on British Pakistani men over concerns about grooming gangs. She also accused the authorities of turning a blind eye. However, according to an official report by the UK Home Office in 2020, the most members in child sexual abuse gangs are white men under the age of 30, and there is not evidence to support the claim that these gangs are more likely to be Asian or black. Well, British child protection charity NSPCC has criticised Braverman's comments as they warn the UK Home Secretary that sexual predators do not come from just one background, and a focus solely on race can create new blind spots while tackling child abuse. But the Conservative approach to tackling this situation is fueled by some high-profile cases involving men mainly from Pakistani ethnicity. Well, this has caused the creation of an Asian problem perspective. Sunak is also expected to announce that the people involved will receive the toughest sentences possible. Well, the opposition Labour government has criticised the Tory government for its failure to act sooner. According to official data, only 11% of child sexual abuse cases end with a charge, and the court delays have grown far worse as well. This has led to years of waiting for justice for some victims. Well, for more detail on this, Alex Isaac is joining us live from the capital. Alex, good to see you. So it's a difficult situation, isn't it? Because some people are accusing certain people of being racist if they do suggest that an attacker is from a certain part or have a certain ethnicity in society. So it's a fine line to draw.
Oh, absolutely. You're not wrong there. I mean, obviously, this is causing a stereotype. Suella Braverman, the Home Secretary, has been mentioning those stereotypes and how it's time to go forward and not look at people necessarily with colour, but make sure that everybody is going to be prosecuted if that they are involved with these grooming gangs. And Rishi Sunak, Prime Minister himself, says that it's about time that we stopped with political correctness and try and get those people that are doing all of these indecent acts and help the victims. But then again, with the public themselves, you know, recently we've had all of these WhatsApp groups and a couple of police officers in these teams that have been bandying about racist messages, and there's clearly an underlying racist connotation. Unfortunately, that does seem to be what a lot of the UK public do perceive when they look at our police force. We have the Stop and Search, the Act 30, and going forward, this is going to be another divisive situation for many. Those who do believe that those grooming gangs are mainly from Pakistani areas or from other cultures are going to be really looking to try and make sure that those people are always kept an eye on, whereas, as you mentioned there, the report suggested that it is mostly white men who are also doing this grooming act. However, what should be clear for everyone is that it is the young children involved. They are the ones that are victims to all of this grooming situation. So those are the ones that should be protected. So whether bandying about on who exactly is as the perpetrator of these particular grooming gangs, it should be the victims that are being the focus right now. Of course, Rishi Sunak will have to push through legislation that he's talking about to get further cases going, to try and get them through the courts and to actually get aggravated grooming on the court cases. At the moment, if you do be part of a grooming gang, there aren't as many significant laws going forward, and he wants to try and change that. But with legislation, it has to go through the Commons, it has to go through the House of Lords, so it's not really a quick fix. And talking about the National Crime Agency as well, so they will be in control of potentially this huge task force, which will be a real benefit. They are kind of like the British version of the FBI. So that means it won't be up to individual police forces, it will be up to a wider organisation, and hopefully that will help going forward to try and find out who exactly is perpetrating these terrible crimes against these victims.
As you say, it's all about those young children involved, quite rightly so. Alex Isaac, thank you so much in London for us today.